Alright, y'all, so we're back in. It's not you all, it's y'all. You sound like a broken record. What is it
Awaken!
good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, you all. It's not you all, it's y'all.
Wow. Who?
You don't know nothing about no war.
Everybody knows war. Who? Yeah. What it is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, you all.
It ain't you all, it's y'all.
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 Man, you sound like a karate movie, y'all.
How are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing here?
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
So?
All the magicians of fire are dead. Gomez had them assassinated.
It won't be easy to straighten that out.
I met Diego and Milton in front of the old camp. They want a meeting at the usual place.
It was about time!
What happens now?
I'm gonna stay here a bit longer to study the old books.
I don't understand.
Master Iberian used to say, a student tries to move things with his hands.
Yes,
and
alright,
feet.
I got the
The
idea.
master moves them with his spiritual powers.
Okay, I get the point.
Take care.
Thank you. I'll be on my way now.
May the sleeper protect you.
Yeah. I thought you found out that the sleeper is a demon and we shouldn't worship him anymore and not try to wake him up. Oh my goodness. So, should we walk to the Brotherhood on foot or we take the rune? Of course we take the rune. If I can get it out. Let's see what his guy's name. Dorian maybe. I want to check with him. Maybe he has a new weapon. And I doubt it. He has something better than I already have. Need to go to the city of the orcs. Why aren't you working, bruh? Shit.
Awaken! Okay, let's forget about our little argument.
Yeah.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good.
I was thinking that his mouth was open. It looked funny. And I stay corrected. I stand corrected. It's been a long time since I saw you using those eyes of yours. Yeah, first we'll learn the third circle of magic, finally.
Awaken!
I am ready to enter the third circle.
Mark this. The visions became clearer, but the spiritual power of the Brotherhood was insufficient for contact. One of the gurus, an alchemist, solved the problem. He brewed a potion extracted from the secretion of a mine crawler. The brothers took it before prayers, and their spiritual powers were united for the very first time. At the same time, the novices set out for the camps to preach the sleeper's word and to convince the infidels of the truth. Thus, the third circle was accomplished.
It was 20 skill points. Yeah, we need one more level for the fourth.
Awaken!
I am ready to enter the fourth circle.
I can't teach you anything. You don't have enough experience.
No, let's trade, bruh.
I want to acquire magic writings.
Skill potions. Well, I have enough. I mean, look how much I have. It's insane. Music is so sweet, it's so soothing, it's so comfortable, relaxing. They knew how to set a great atmosphere in this game. That's why I appreciate this game so much. It's my favorite game of all time. After playing so many hours other games and watching beautiful games such as Skyrim, putting over 1,000 hours in one character. Just imagine I made about 10 characters with different playstyles. And imagine Witcher, playing the 2 playthroughs, finishing Stormfist. Now that's a spell that have a mighty sound. Really mighty sound. I really like it. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah. Witcher. Fear. It's not really useful. I mean, why make somebody run when you can just beat him? And looking at gorgeous games such as Crisis 3, that always comes to mind first. And Metro Exodus. And the new titles. And Cyberpunk is gonna look freaking amazing after all these games. It's still very comforting to come to Gothic. I mean, they really took care of everything in this game, it's insane. I wanted to say something and I forgot what I wanted exactly.
Awaken!
I need better armor.
I could give.
I'd like to have a heavy Templar's armor.
From now on, wear this armor as a sign of the highest honor.
Yeah! Sexy, oh yeah. I'm sexy and I know it. Woohoo! Yeah, that armor looks good. I think they brought it in the content mod for Gothic 3 and it looks amazing there too. Of course it's a red texture of an existing armor, but still.
That's exactly what I said.
Now what I wanted.
There must be something about that story after all.
This game had it all. I mean, now that we're playing with the new graphics, we have shadows and everything, but I'm talking about the vanilla. It had basic shadows. I mean, the shadows didn't cast like this on your whole character. It was just a black dot, but still. The music, the atmosphere in this game, the gameplay, the combat, maybe not so much, but it's still acceptable. It's always surprises me how they pulled this off back then. It always surprises me. Most importantly, it's the NPCs, the way they behave, how they eat and drink, and go about their daily routines, move from place to place. If you're strong, you drive a weapon, they will be scared of you, and if you're weak, they will tell you to put away because expecting you're gonna attack them. So they're ready for you. I mean, I didn't see such a complicated game before. I mean, take Skyrim for example. I know I always bring it as example, but still, because it's a big game, very ambitious, really fantastic. I really liked it. And even there, the NPCs had really very basic daily routines. I mean, the drinking and eating had like what, 2 animations. You putting a loaf of bread and sit and eat it, then take out a tankard and start drinking. It's not really that much. And when we go to the inventory and drink like that, you bam, hear a cork popping, so and he's actually freaking drinking and you can hear it. That's impressive. That always impressed me. The behavior on NPCs, that's what's the most impressive. And still, this game is really freaking big for the time it came out. I mean, I really overplayed this game. I remember I refused to go to play Gothic 2 when it came out. I just wanted more of Gothic 1. So my Gothic 2 play was delayed, and so I got into Gothic 3 late too. Because every time I finish Gothic 1, I just wanted to stay here more. I just didn't accept it.
I found the book.
850, nice. What he said? You will find me where it all began. From all three games, from between Gothic 1, 2 and 3, Gothic 1 is the most favorite of all. It had it all, like I told you, many features were cut in Gothic 2 and I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I will tell you about a few features that I have in mind, such as NPC sitting on a bench and he's not waving his hands anymore, and when he's sitting on the ground he's not waving his hands anymore. Here they still do. What else? Life bonus, sweet. Into Bloodfly I will take. Rise, forget. The aura I will take. The book I will take. And let me say before they mug me.
I found him. He's feeding the rats.
No, shh. What did he say? Oh, two skeletons. Oh my god, I'm doomed. I'm doomed, guys. Shaolin warriors are back. Oh no. Yeah. They did bug me. Look at these Kung Fu fighters. LOL. Oh shit, they're still chasing me. But combat is really clunky. I hate how he changes so slow the targets. In Gothic 2 it was fixed. In Gothic 2 the favorite chapter is of course the fourth one, when we go dragon hunting. Now where to? Aid of the Magicians of Fire, the meeting, need to tell Gorn, yeah? No, no. The strange, oh, there we go. Mysterious stranger is dead. Those demons have killed him. There seemed to be some kind of bond between him and those creatures from hell, otherwise he wouldn't have come back to this place. He's taking the secret he apparently wanted to share to the grave. That was something new. I never heard before that we were saying something. The demon said something. Did you really think you could? I didn't hear the rest. I started attacking. Yeah, so we go by foot or wait. Yes, I remembered correctly. They gave me. Wait a second. Yeah, again I misheard. They gave me a rune to teleport back. God damn it. My concentration suck. up, bro?
I'm glad you returned. Something terrible has happened.
Let me guess, the free mine has been assaulted by the guards from the old camp. Nobody saw them coming?
Hang on. How? But of course. You found out about it in the old camp. Gorn arrived here just before you did. What could have caused Gomez to dare to take such an aggressive step? He should be aware that such a heinous act can only provoke war.
The old mine collapsed after water seeped in.
Collapsed? Of course. Then the whole thing makes sense. Gomez has his back to the wall. He's more dangerous than ever. Now that he doesn't have anything left to lose, he'll do anything.
Gomez has had all of the magicians of fire killed.
Had them killed? Why in Beliar's name would he do a thing like that?
They were against the attack on the free mine and opposed Gomez.
Then we're all doomed.
You dare to
Without
oppose
the
me?
other 6 magicians, we'll never be able to control the concentrated power of the massive ore mound. But in spite of that, I thank you for passing this dangerous message on to me.
When you sent me to the magicians of fire, you mentioned there was somebody.
Well, I had hoped we could make it without his help, but the way things are developing...
Who is he?
All right, all right. Many, many years ago.
Give me the shortened version, please.
Be patient. Well, when we, the 12 magicians, created the barrier back then, our magic powers were directed and controlled by a 13th magician.
A 13th magician? I thought there were only 12.
Most people who did not experience the early days of the colony believe that. This 13th magician was our leader. All this took place before we were divided into the circles of fire and water. But he left the old camp, which was once the only camp of the colony.
Why did he leave the old camp?
He started to investigate the invocation of undead and magical creatures. Gomez was not the only one who began to worry. Most of the other magicians opposed him as well, and his unholy deeds.
What happened then?
Unlike Gomez, he was no butcher, so he avoided the conflict and left.
Necromancy, huh? Sounds like fun. But very dangerous and very unacceptable. You toying with lives, literally.
What is this 13th magician called?
His name is Xardas. Hardly anybody remembers the old stories about him. The ones who do just call him the Necromancer.
Where is this magician today?
He lives in seclusion, in his tower in the middle of the Orc land. That's just about the southernmost point of the colony.
I'll make my way to Xardas and ask him for help.
He's the only one that can help us now. If he knows no way out, or doesn't want to help us,
He will.
He will.
there is one other problem.
A problem?
Yes, over the years we've tried to get in touch with Xardas several times, but it looks like he prefers to remain undisturbed.
What does that mean?
None of the messengers ever returned from his tower. You'll have to find a way to get past his creatures.
Looks like this is going to be interesting. How will I get past his creatures?
If I knew that, I would tell you. I'd advise you to do some research in our library. Maybe you'll find something in the old books about the strengths and weaknesses of magically invoked creatures.
I'll rummage through the library, and don't worry, I'll be back.
May you return
I'll
in
be
one
back.
piece.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Hello!
I am back.
I'm back.
I met Diego and Milton in front of the old camp.
That's good news.
They want to meet you and Lester at your usual rendezvous.
Thanks. There's nothing more valuable than good friends in troubled times like these. You're almost one of us by now. You're reliable.
I know.
What have you got planned now?
Our entire defense strategy will have to be changed. That takes time. Until Lee and his people are ready, I'll join Cord's provisional guard.
Are you planning a counterattack?
Not yet, but the day will come. If ever you're looking for me, start here and walk towards the mine. I'll be on guard there.
The meeting finally completed. Magicians of Fire. Was happy of course. Hold on, I want to go down there. I want to beat somebody. Because oh shit. In later chapters he's gonna move somewhere else. I wanna beat him that nobody sees me do it. So nobody will attack me in return, yeah. There he is.
Damn, why did you wake me up?
Looks like he did not attack me. I guess he's trust me now after everything I've done for them. In vanilla Gothic, without the fixes, when you do it like this, the textures goes away, all wonky. Looks like it does not happen here.
You shouldn't have done that.
Such unfortunate turn of events. Well, as you already know, I killed the golems in the first chapter of the game, and since then I've been rocking their hearts, using it as a fireball and the ice block. I leveled up. Maybe it's time to head and learn the fourth circle. Let's see. Yeah, looks like they trust me now. Yep. Lee,
Hello.
the free mine.
What do you think about the mine?
They've gone too far. They'll be sorry for it.
Don't worry, bro, we'll clean them out. Flush them out. I'm working on instinct.
Flush them out. I'm acting on instinct.
That weapon. That weapon. I wonder if I beat him here, will somebody care about it? Yeah, they do.
Try that again and you're dead.
Nice of you to leave me some of your ore.
Yeah. Drink to my health, brother. Dun, 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 dun. Brings back memories, so man, oh man. Man, woman, man, women. Yeah, so as you'll know if you watch the first episodes of my Let's Play, the way I dealt with the golems. But I'm still gonna read some of it. Feel free to skip if you don't want me to hear blabbing on about. Try to make this quick. Secrets of Magic, Battle of Varant. In Battle of Varant speak about Robar and Lee as a general. Let's see. Let's see my reading skills right now. Arcanium Golem, Magic of the Golems. Only who has been confronted with these creatures that come from the elements can truly understand how much respect these magical beings will teach an adventurer's wanderer. Stone Golem. These colossus of stone are nearly invulnerable in battle. Swords, axes and bows do not seem to do any damage to these monsters. The only... what the hell? Plausible report of a battle against such a Fevitan. I can't see it. Leviathan was written by a mercenary. He reported how the blunt heat of a warhammer caused cracks in the golem until it finally burst apart. Let's see the second. Arcanium Golem Volume 2, Ice Golem. The Ice Golems are somehow related to the Stone Golems, though their physical substance seems to console to water. Any familiar weapon seems to slide off the surface of this icy being. Adventurous wanderers, be warned of this creature's icy breath as well, because it surrounds the unsuspecting, unsuspecting with a pillar of ice. Magician of Fire reported an encounter with such a creature, but apparently he didn't see much of a threat in it. Fire Golem. According to the reports, these fiery beings can convert their victims into a sea of flames with only one touch. It was only last year that a group of hunters met such a walking mound of embers. There is no report on the outcome of the encounter, but apparently lightning bolts and ice had some effect on the hellish creature. Yeah, you saw me take on the golems in the first episodes of this Let's Play.
Exactly what I said.
Too bad there's no such haluva in Gothic 2. I really like the magic in this game, it's great. Yes, to Xardas we go. What's the best way to go there? Map? I'll talk a little bit about the magic in this game. Okay, first of all, I really like how if you don't charge your spells and you shoot them uncharged, they don't eat mana. Even if you charge it, they take little mana and do good damage. I did a pure mage walkthrough and it was really amazing. No bow, no weapon, only fists if necessary, in close combat if I don't have a choice, and only magic. It was amazing, it's really sustainable. It's very balanced. In Gothic 2 they really fucked it up. The mana usage is very high, the spells do very little damage, and all you do is chuck in potions after 2 casts of fireball. I really don't like the magic balance in Gothic 2. Somewhat in Gothic 3 they improved it, they give you regeneration, so that's good. But in Gothic 2 I don't really like it. Let's take for example the same Fist of Wind. Fully charged takes like 60 mana if I remember correctly. Don't take my word for it because I don't. I think that if my memory serves me right, that it does. And that's it. Fireballs, like, they don't really light the targets on fire anymore. There's no afterburn effect like in this game, and they don't stun really enemies. The only nice spell I can think about is Ice Block, and that's it. But it also takes a lot of mana. There was many times that I have to use a staff in close combat in Gothic 2, and by chapter 3 I always run out of mana potions. Even though I bought all the potions from the merchants across the entire island, I still had to suffer from lack of potions. And don't tell me, oh, you did not use alchemy, because I did, and I brew my own potions, but that did not seem to help. I really hate the balance in Gothic 2. In the mana regard. I mean, this is boring. Let me take on a couple of orcs before we head there. Sounds like madness perhaps, but I won't.